Hey, Neofix here, doing the Elsword voice meme, sort of as filler for the next Mullet Blade Master comic. I'd hate to call it filler, really, but I guess that kind of is what it is, so let's rock! Names: I am Dinzu, Neofix, Kitsuraku, Reiza, Shiva, CX, Kalkos, etc. I guess that's a pretty long list, but for our purposes, the name I go by on the L forums and my general go-to alias, that is Neofix. So my URL, since I don't actually have a Tumblr, which is where this meme thing came from, I suppose I will default to my DeviantArt. That's where I actually host the comics. I am Z13 on deviant.com. That is ZIXIII. The source for that particular alias is actually stems from a brief stint of self-psychology I was doing back, I think, in middle school or high school. I was trying to pick apart different aspects of my own persona or consciousness to try to explain away why I was able to act like a completely different person on different occasions. So then Z13 sort of became the collective name for that group of aliases, most of which have now become my usual big list. My mains. I have 3 mains out of the 4 characters on my account, and those 3 have all made their appearances, at least a few appearances, in the MBM comics. They are Ketsuraku, Reiza, and Shiva. I have no particular love for my veteran commander, so I'm not sorry, Christopher. You're pretty much bank space now. Yeah. My favorite character is definitely Ketsuraku, which I guess should be fairly obvious, otherwise I wouldn't write comics about him, although I guess that could be a bit hard to tell since most of the comics include him suffering. Yeah, I am generally pretty awesome with Ketsuraku, my Blade Master. I've got Triple S. I've got him geared up really well. But as far as like a character I would like to admire or sort of adore or even spoil, really, is my it's Code Electra, which Reiza she's a Code Battle Seraph now, but there's that. I also, despite being Triple S in all 3 of them and having them pretty well geared, all of them, I actually have like little to no special love for Shiva, my Sakura Devanam, or Ara in general, really, so sorry about that. Sorry to you Ara fans too. What the heck, why am I apologizing? My least favorite class and or character. If you guys have been keeping up with the comics, which I suppose you should have been if you're here, you should be able to deduce that my least favorite characters are Aisha and Rena. And really, I could deal with like cheap PvP tactics or like horribly unbalanced combos for the most part. But the one thing that both of them have that irritates me the most is their voices. Like, take, for example, Aura again. She has her, like, Bruce Lee battle cry noises, right? But they only trigger, like, half the time whenever she does a given action. But Reina's and Aisha's, every single bloody time you cast a fireball or you kick, it's the same bloody voice clip. Over and over and over. It's like nails on the chalkboard of my brain. It drives me up a wall. Also, I've mentioned it before with the comic, but nerfing Reina seems pretty much non-existent. I mean, I can get, sure, maybe she's like that one character that might be just balanced enough that she doesn't need a nerf ever, but we could say that about a bunch of characters and we'd get nowhere. So there's that. Time to pronounce. Elsword, Aisha, Raven, Rena, Eve, Chung, Ara, Elasis, Ad, Arius, Fluon, Ruben, Elder, Bethma, Altera, Feta, Velder, Hamel, Sander. Is there anything else I would like to add? Thanks again, guys, for listening in on my rant. Sorry I can't get the next comic out to you. I've got finals coming up soon, the end of the world as I know it, like weekends usually are, actually, except significantly more dire, much, much more dire. Special mention goes to the members of Dai, actually, and my old guild deity, too. Those would be Snarby, Nobu, Zirab, Sen, Okami, Korax, Talon, and Disco, although Disco goes by Roto now, I suppose. I haven't been in touch with him. But anyways, thanks a lot. Thanks again for keeping up with the comics, if you do. I think you do. It's kind of hard to tell when, like, only 1 or 2 of you ever bothers to comment at all when I post. And frankly, Korax is every comic Korax, every comment Korax put. Anyways, if it's only Korax commenting every bloody time, I get kind of discouraged. Actually, it's nice like having consistent feedback, but if it's from only one person, yeah. So anyways, thanks again. Hope you guys look forward to the next MBM. And sorry for the hiatus. I've got to focus on IRL stuff now. So with that being said, thanks for listening. Catch you later.